speaking of Hutchinson, and everybody's talking about Hutchinson, I feel like I ask you this every week, but I can't shy away from it because I think it's so important. He's so important to the success of the team. When you have an injury like that, how long does it take for you to be 100%? This is a guy that did have a major injury at Michigan. He did have a major injury in the NFL. These things do pile up over time, don't they? Like the injury as an isolated incident is one thing, but when you start stacking major injuries, that does prohibit you from being 100%, does it not? Or am I just a worrywart here?
It probably plays more on his longevity of his career, right? He's going to fight through it. He's going to get through the mentality of it. Will he have a 15-year, 17-year career? I think it's more on that. I think what you're going to see, the product on the field of Hutchinson, is going to be without any hesitation. He's going to put 110% into the game. This guy isn't going to cut corners. Will he have that longer longevity career? Tib fib fracture, you should be able to recover. There was no outside damage. There wasn't any neurological damage. He's, from a muscular standpoint, you can build muscle again. He's got enough sophisticated medical team with him to get him, like I said, there's foot plates, there's pressure points, there's speed training, all that. He's going to do it all. This guy isn't going to cut any corners. So what you're going to see product in the field? No, I think these two injuries are not. I mean, my favorite person I'd love to bring up, but talk about piling on injuries, is Tiger Woods.
Damn it, I'm sorry. that's where I was going. I literally was just about to get into Tiger Woods.
But before we get into Tiger, I mean, I'm good friends with George Gervin, dropping names for Braylon.
There you go.
He didn't have any major career injuries. Mm-hmm. I mean, I go, why? He goes, I prepped, and I played the game to avoid. That finger roll, that guiding through was all for avoiding, because they took every shot they could at him, and he was fortunate. So when you talk about it, Hutchinson's not at that level. To get to Tiger's at that level. Why is he popping his Achilles playing simulated golf?
Right.
I mean,
why?
Go ahead, Bray.
Why is he?
The bag. He wanted to start something to make golf continue. This is just my opinion, so I apologize, Doc. I jumped in. But I think you create TGL. You create a need for golf year-round. You create the visual. You let people see it year-round. You see the great ones year-round. It's a seasonal sport. And I think that TGL League was one. It's a bag. It's a major bag. Also, it was a way to keep golf relevant year-round. You see the main golfers, their faces, especially Tiger. He is the face, so I'm pissed he won't be at the Masters. But I think that's why they did the TGL. Capitalize on golf is more popular than it's ever been.
Do you think it was steroid use back in the day?
If you didn't hear it,
Tiger didn't take steroids.
Maz off the mic, do you think it was steroids back in the day?
No. Tiger should have been training with the Navy SEALs back in the day. That's what started all these injuries, if we're going to be honest.
There is debate. He was the first guy to bulk, to do all that cross-training and not just be the Jack Nicklaus of I'm going to play and Arnie Palmer and all that. He was taking it to a next level. Was there good and bad of that? Yeah, we can do hindsight good and bad now. But at the time, it's like he's hitting the ball further than anybody. He's got more balance. He's got more breathing. He's all that technique that the Navy SEALs have to go through. There was more good out of bad. Is he just a different athlete? I think all these injuries are starting to add up. Was he too tight because of all his back injuries and his calf, and he just played through it and didn't get that calf stretched out? Or is it just plain unfortunate? No, it's a pileup of those injuries.
Let me ask you, I got about 5 minutes left. I got about 5 minutes left. I want to ask about Parker Meadows, 25-year-old, has a nerve damage. It is a I don't even know how to say it. Musculocutaneous nerve.
Oh, musculocutaneous, yeah.
That's it.
Smaller nerve.
Nerve in his upper forearm that went dead. They're trying to reactivate it. He is shut down, and he hasn't been cleared to throw. He can't play. He's nowhere near playing games. What is a musculocutaneous how do you reactivate a nerve?
You wake it up. So there's something called a neuropraxia. So it's like a shock to the nerve. So the nerve will shut down. Sometimes more commonly, you'll get like a hit and your whole arm goes weak. And then all of a sudden it comes back, right? So it's a shock to the system. A muscular cutaneous nerve, Meadows is the
Center fielder.
Center fielder.
Yeah.
Usually it happens more with the pitchers because of that activity. Usually it's a muscle injury where it affects it. So it's a smaller nerve. It's not like everybody knows the carpal tunnel nerve in your arm and the big brachial plexus in your arm. It's not related to that. It's a smaller nerve that needs to be activated. How do we activate it? We start doing neuromuscular feedback things. We do neurostimulation just to activate. We do tactile stimulation. There's a lot of techniques. We do a raking, which releases the nerve, like, raking. So raking is taking like a blade, like blading, and understanding the tissues, what the tissues should and shouldn't be doing, because like a piece of meat, you can get clustering. So when you get clustering, you get inflammation, and the inflammation can cause compression on that nerve. So you got to get all that out of there. So it's a healthy muscle.
Inflation in a piece of meat.
Going to any concerts lately, Doc?
No, I was at JT. We missed Disturbed was on Monday.
Disturbed.
Yeah, that was a big
Very
one at
disturbing.
LCA. I do want to introduce my friend.
Yeah, please.
John Amez from, very big. With Michigan Sports and Spine, our new company, he is coming out. He just retired from D.C. What do you do in D.C.? He's a colonel in the Army, 25 years plus.
Sir, yes,
and
sir.
he was the head of the military, how would you describe it? The health clinic at the Pentagon. Just a simple job.
Yeah.
We're running health
Pretty
clinics
awesome.
here.
That's the name drop right there.
Yeah, that's the name
I love
drop.
Gerb and Iceman, but that's the name drop.
Right?
I know.
At the Pentagon, okay.
That's pretty darn cool, man. That is
like
unbelievable.
He just says it so casually.
Right.
Yeah.
I ran the medical at the Pentagon.
Unbelievable when you think about it. Wow. It's fantastic.
Were they healthy over there?
So
What's the building like?
we got to.
It's in the shape of a pentagon.
Yeah. You gotta get this guy in.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out how he qualify. He's turning from military to civilian, and that's a big transition.
Yeah, be careful about the things you say. I get it. I get it.
I'm just trying to get the chat up a little.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on
good
expert
stuff,
sports injury insight with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that I trust. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.